So fun fact, I stopped watching WWE in 2017 after the Baron Corbin cash in. I know, it's really weird. Like that, of all reasons to stop watching, Baron Corbin losing the cash in was the reason why I stopped. But understand, back in the day, back in the day was like 10 years ago. Back in the day, Baron Corbin was my guy. And then I don't know, he went bald all of a sudden, and then I don't know what they started doing with him. But yeah, 2017, I stopped watching. I always kept up with it a little bit, but then once I heard Vince step down and Triple H took charge, that's when I really started like keeping up with it. And I'm really paying attention to everything leading up to last year's WrestleMania. And I'm like, should I watch it full time again? And then I watch WrestleMania. I'm watching it full time. And ever since then, I started watching Raw and SmackDown every single week again. It took 7 years, but we got there. So then we get to this year. I can't lie to you. This WrestleMania build sucks. The card looks amazing. Like by itself, the card looks amazing. But the build is giving me no interest in these matches. Now, some of them are okay, alright? You got the Io Sky, Bianca, and Rhea thing. That's fine. I like where they're going with it. My only issue is I don't like the fact that Rhea isn't taking accountability. She's blaming Bianca the whole time, like, yo, you distracted me in the match or something. Bianca didn't do anything. And it's so weird because after that match, they uploaded like a interview on their channel, and Rhea took accountability. But on TV, they just retconned it. It's like two different people. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I'm interested, but at the same time, I haven't cared about Naomi since she came back, basically. Like, her performances just seem uninspired to me. Hopefully they change her entrance, because that I don't think that fits her character anymore. And then on top of that, they made Jade take the pin to Liv. In her first match back, she's eating a pin. I don't like that. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I don't know why this match is happening. I thought AJ was going after Braun Breaker. I thought he was going after the IC title, because then I could have sworn they had a stare down on one Raw, and then they just dropped it. It's like they heard everybody saying, yo, they need to do AJ versus Logan Paul. Yo, Flippy Boy versus Flippy Boy would go crazy. So it's like they just dropped that. Now this feud just came out of nowhere. I don't know how it started. I don't know why they hate each other. I don't know why they're calling each other out. Is the match gonna go stupid? Most likely, but it's no heat. I can't care about the match because there's no heat. There's no story. Speaking of Braun Breaker, I don't know why they're turning him face. I think he's turning face. I can't tell. I don't know what's happening. Him and Penta got a beef with the Judgment Day. You don't need a face Braun Breaker with this. Face Braun doesn't work. Okay, they tried that at NXT. It didn't work. The crowd was booing them. Heel Braun Breaker. That's where the money is. You know what? Speaking of people that don't need to be faced, let's talk about Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. This feud would honestly be perfect if they just kept Tiffany a heel. The dynamic would be amazing. Both of them are natural heels. Both of them are cocky. A heel versus heel feud for WrestleMania would go stupid. I don't know why they feel the need to have a face versus heel thing in everything they do. Now it's like we're supposed to root for Tiffany, even though we already were, because nobody wants Charlotte to win. But Charlotte keep embarrassing her. Like she's winning this feud. She's talking over her during promos. She don't even gotta speak to beat Tiffany in a promo battle. Last SmackDown, the crowd was booing Charlotte so bad that she was just like, alright, I'm gonna give you the floor. And Tiffany just sounded so rehearsed. And I'm seeing all these comments like, yo, Tiffany won this one, bro. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. It sounded way too rehearsed. It sounded way too fake. I hate how good Charlotte is. Like, I don't want her to win. You can't deny that she's goated though. Just keep both of them as a heel. This feud will be fine. But now, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens is canceled now. But I'm going to talk about it anyway, because that build was even bad. Now, knowing what we know now about Kevin's injury, that's probably why. Because Randy comes back at the pay-per-view, they get physical. Cool. And then weeks after that, Randy's either doing promos or barely getting his hands on Kevin. Like, they're barely touching. That was my issue. But now knowing that Kevin was injured, that's probably why it went down like that. So I'm not really about to go off on that one. Meanwhile, a feud that's actually physical, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, nobody cares about it. Why is the one match that nobody cares about getting the most physical out of all of these feuds? Look, it's nothing against Damian Priest, right? I mean, obviously, he got a lot of character development to work on. I said it all the way back last year, like, when the Judgment Day thing is over, he's kind of screwed. It's a lot of things that he got to work on. And him not being the leader of a faction that nobody cares about, he's gonna get exposed. And he's definitely been getting exposed. He's kind of boring, he's kind of flat, he's cool in the ring, but other than that, there's not really much to him. I just said it's nothing against Damian Priest, and but that brings me to my point, because meanwhile, Drew was the MVP of last year. He pretty much carried the feud with CM Punk. Punk was barely on TV during his feud, yet he made us want to see this match. His performances were great, his promos were like, oh my god, like he might have been the best promo of last year. His promos are still great. Yo, like he might legitimately be the greatest promo in the company. So to see him have this unbelievable year and him not be involved in either the Roman and Punk and Seth thing or give him a world title shot at WrestleMania, that's what's rubbing people the wrong way. It's not necessarily Damian, but we just think Drew can do better. This match doesn't do anything for him. It's more for Damian. That's probably why it's as physical as it is, because they know a lot of people aren't gonna care about it. Alright. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Let's talk about it. I don't care what they did this past Raw. I don't. Yes, Gunther brutalized Jimmy. But we not letting the stuff before that slide. First of all, Jey winning the Royal Rumble match is nasty. The only reason he won it is because yeet. That's it. Yeet. There's nothing else. There's no other reason. He can't wrestle. He's not good on the mic, but he sells merch. And he got a catchphrase. As long as you got a catchphrase, as long as you got catchy music, you can basically be the face of the company. Meanwhile, I don't know what they did with my guy Gunther. But this is, bro, it's not my Gunther. This is not my Gunther. This man barely defends his title. Like, the World Heavyweight Championship, it don't even be on pay-per-views no more. I don't remember the last time it was on a pay-per-view. Survivor Series? All the way back in November? What month is it now? And then they got Jey facing mid-carders. They got him facing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller in the middle of a feud for the World Heavyweight Championship. They got him facing people I do not care about. On top of that, they got him teaming with Otis and Akira Tozawa. Like, you about to challenge the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. What are you doing with these jobbers? Now, did they redeem themselves? Yes. What they did this past Raw? Beautiful. Excellent. However, we got about 2-3 weeks left. I'm sorry, it's a little too late. Like, this stuff is what they should have did way before this. Now I don't care. Okay. Now we get to this Roman, Punk, and Seth match. I wasn't one of those people who was like, bro, there's nothing on the line. There's no title, no number one. There's nothing at stake. I wasn't one of those people at first, right? Because I was like, one, all three of these people are freaking awesome. Two, they getting physical. Every week, they hate each other. This is a blood feud. So I'm fine. I'm cool with it. Would I prefer it to be a tag team match with Drew and a heel Seth versus CM Punk and Roman? That would also be great. But we're not getting that. I was fine with it until it lost its intensity. That contract signing, it messed it up for me. Because they decided out of nowhere that they wanted to be sentimental. Hey, Punk, you're gonna main event WrestleMania, and then Roman, you're gonna smile about it and tell jokes. Oh my God, one man's favor is another man's dream check. Like, I don't. They messed it up. They messed it up. And then the next week they're talking about I mean, first of all, they're getting way too comfortable in the ring together. Like they're not even getting physical no more. That's the problem. It's not intense no more. But next week they say the favor is to have Paul Heyman on CM Punk's side, which on one hand is like, okay, cool. They're probably gonna do the whole will Paul turn on Roman? Will Paul turn on Punk? The problem is it's not physical anymore. It's not intense anymore. They slowed down on it. Also, Roman didn't need Paul to win his matches. Paul didn't really interfere in his matches. It was mostly the bloodline. Now, is that match going to be match of the night or probably match of the entire event? Probably, most likely, but it lost me these past 2 weeks. It lost me. I was excited, but now... And then finally, we get to Cody Rhodes, John Cena. Cena turning heel. I kept my mouth shut. I was like, okay, The Rock turned heel last year, and it ended up being gold. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they do. So Cena turns heel at the pay-per-view, holds him down, let The Rock whip him, whip him, whip him. Cody comes out week after week. I want the smoke. Week after week, I want the smoke. I'm gonna get my hands on Cena. Finally, Cena comes out, cuts a 20-minute promo, forgets the fact that the past 5 years or whatever, the crowd didn't even boo him, but you know what? That's fine. He embarrassed a kid live on TV. It's cool. Then Cody comes out. And he cuts a promo. And he dips. Like, what are we doing? Why is nothing physical no more? You spent weeks talking about John Cena. Now all of a sudden you don't want the smoke? You cutting the promo? Bro, get these hands real quick, bro. Like, what the heck is this? They do the exact same thing the next week. I'm like, dude. And then finally, they get physical, but the wrong person catches the finisher. Cena's a heel now. We're supposed to take him seriously. We can't take him seriously if he's taken the first finisher since Elimination Chamber, which basically tells me that he's winning at WrestleMania. But on top of that, we haven't seen The Rock since Elimination Chamber. This feud isn't physical enough. On top of that, I don't think this is going to be a good match. Cena literally got 5 moves in his moveset now. If you thought he was selling and selling and selling during his prime, bro, he's selling left and right now. So for him to be a heel, the heel got to be on top for majority of the match. So what's Cena gonna do? Yeah, I don't know about this match. I don't know about this feud. I don't know about any of these feuds. They really dropped the ball this year. Like last year going into it was so fun. And then this year, I don't know what's going on. Triple H, you locked me in. And now you're losing me again. The Hall of Fame is even messed up. Like, bro, give somebody else a video package. Why every week you got a new video package for yourself? We're on fire right now, because of me. Give me all the video packages. Like, bro, I love you and all, but bro, that ego gotta chill. Pause. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think down below. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Cliche, cliche, cliche. And I'm see you in the next one. Peace.